The Ten of Cups is about great joy, pleasures of life, a happy family vibe. Reason why I put that in quotation because there's sometimes soul family, soul tribes, be a community kind of vibe that feels like family, you're really close with, at peace with, there's peace or contentment, ecstasy even, a feeling of a full heart, being loved and cared for where there's a return, a sustainable, strong love, a bond. There's positive emotions and harmony between this relationship or several relationships, and it feels like a fulfillment in the realms of either emotions or relationships or with family matters, soul tribes, a community, a collective of some type. Another aspect to this is achieving divine love, divine alignment. Alignments or synchronicities or harmony in your life. Blissful relationships that feel like they're in harmony or are coming from a place of unconditional love or spiritual love, or just feeling the resonance of the love divine, and also feeling that resonance within a relationship or several relationships. So that sense of contentment, heavenly or eternal rest of the heart is possible. Rest of the entire heart, like a repose of the entire heart. There's a state that a person is also taking charge of their feelings, their interests, what they're in need of. They know they're worthy of receiving, right? There's a harmony in that. And then whilst that possibility being in alignment with others, in bliss or harmony with others. Finally, a sense of that reaching something that's more harmonious in one's life or on one's journey. There's also a part of this card where, let's say this is about either a family, a country, a village, a city, a town, and there's some sort of question that's needed or some sort of thing to make things more balanced for the town, creating a harmony for this, let's say, family or town or city. So you might ask some type of authority how to balance such, like seeking out further improvement of a state of, let's say, a city. And if it's not, let's say, authority from some city, well, maybe someone could ask an astrologer if they have interest in that. Maybe they'll say, okay, well, how could, if we look at astrology for this country, how would we be able to look at improving the state of conditions for the people that are in this country or in this family or whatever it might be, this village? That could be coming up in the reading as well with this. And it could also be that you're seeing things start to materialize the way you wanted it, getting closer to that sense of harmony, right? Reaching that close sense of harmony. And that leads us to the description. So there's an appearance of the 10 cups and the rainbow above. It's like a wonder, oh my gosh, ecstasy by the man and the woman below, who appear evidently to be married or husband and wife. His right arm is about her waist. The right side of the body is the masculine, so he's pulling her in. It's a protective quality. She would be like the nurturer, the gatherer. He'd be like the protector, the provider. There's a balance between the two, the yin and yang. And then there's two children that are dancing near them, both boy and girl. More yin and yang on the card as well. That, balance, harmony between energies as well. Balanced emotion. Rainbows represent blessings, so there's this awe of, look at these blessings we have. And then there's happiness. Dancing is harmony, celebratory. Also happy after what you've accomplished. You can see also there's a home or abode in the scene beyond as well. So there's like getting to the state of contentment in this environment with like this family or the children or whatever scenario this might be. So you can see how it basically states where you're getting to if this comes up in a reading, or where you're already at, and then how happy that is coming up. And this could also be coming up with a possibility for marriage, end with them getting married and getting started to create a family, or creations with someone, or creations with a business that finally started to maybe finish your contract, finish the building that you're creating for this business, and everything's in harmony, got the staff going, things are starting to move. The creations, the children could be seen as the creations, starting to see a harmony in that, and the blessings that are coming in, what it could provide with that home in the background. You kind of see how this is like what it basically represents, right? The Ten of Cups is bliss and harmony and alignment with others, or even possibly time to settle down and get married, right? Getting to that part of reality. On the reverse, there could be this abuse aspect, right? There could be someone that could be abusing another person in a situation. Let's say it's in a family situation, husband and wife, husband or wife is causing some sort of abuse, whether that's physical or emotional abuse or gaslighting, manipulating. It can even get to violence with this upside down. So you could be reading something like, okay, well, that this person coming to you is saying that there's issues with their marriage. You might want to see what else is coming up, to see what is turning this person on their head, right? Maybe someone's pulling the rug out from under them and actually harming them, whether it's emotionally, physically, spiritually. Another part of the reverse is that you got to reassess your accomplishments, right? And the things that you're maybe trying to wed yourself in or merge yourself in more permanently. Like maybe you're not supposed to get married to this person and have children with them and make creations with them, because it would not be a blessing. It would be harm in some way. Being able to reassess that, or your accomplishments, and to take responsibility where you have created faults for things that you misguided yourself from, or misaligned from, or went off the path from, because you thought you were going to get happiness in something that was not meant to be your happiness. Maybe this person could have been for a reason, learn a lesson for a reason, but or maybe you're meant to be in some sort of different type of partnership with this person, and it went romantic instead of whatever path it could have been meant to be, whether you maybe were supposed to learn from each other, or teach the person, or heal the person, or whatever the nature of the relationship wasn't supposed to be taken into romantic level, prolonged, and then you committed to something like that. So that could have thwarted or taken away things that you really wish to come in, or maybe the right person you were supposed to marry and have children with. And that could still delay that. Doesn't mean you couldn't align back to that, but maybe this is the time to reassess what you're getting yourself into, or what maybe you have gotten yourself into. Accept that the responsibility that you misaligned your life, and then try to at least take baby steps to get out of what you have wedded yourself, committed yourself, devoted yourself to, that wasn't in alignment to you or in synchronicities to you and your truth. Things that could get you to this point of alignment, or bliss, harmony, like this Ten of Cups if it was upright. So reverse, what is the reverse also being, besides misalignment, disharmony in relationships or bonds, family, or whatever types of relationships, there's a lack of harmony. And remember, divine love is on the aspect of the upright. So with this reverse, it would be that you're pulling lower frequencies of energy, or hateful energy, the angry energy might be coming up with this, and disharmonious in the environment, negative emotions, and things looking like they just can't get fulfilled emotionally in the realms of relationships, whatever aspect of a relationship this might be applying to. So in conclusion, you see that you're finally reaching a sense of harmony in your life, kind of like the opposite of that reverse, where there's something blocking the road to happiness, but where on the upright, it's that you're you have these things that are showing that no, there is happiness despite it maybe not playing out the way you wanted or how long the journey was. So when you see this reverse, you want to look at, are you really close to fulfilling your wishes, and maybe not to neglect things that you need to tie up, like close the loose ends so that you can open up to what really could be enjoyed in the future, like, because maybe this thing that could be lingering or chapters that need to be closed, they could create regrets or discord if you don't reassess or try to prevent yourself from being misguided or misaligned when this comes up in your reading with 10 of Cups. So really looking at how you can achieve this contentment even possibly with relationships, contentment in the things that you're trying to create balance for and an improved state for, and to keep in mind to be cautious when it's upside down to how you would want to maybe protect someone from something that could be causing harm, like really giving that person the fair warning, or looking at it yourself if the reading is for yourself. What are you really getting into? Is this really in synchronicity to you? Even if maybe something seems attractive or good feelings, is it the right feelings? Is this from a false place? Or could this be something that could be an unjust thing? Just remembering your worth when this comes up and how that might apply to where you're at or what the reading is about. Is this something that it's positive that you're going to have these bonds in and creations in, these blessings in? Or could it hinder the things that you could have blessings in? And I hope this helps.